Yo, what up everyone? It's your boy I Sleep Too Late, and we are at it once more with a vintage MTGO league. We are 1-0 right now, so good start, but it's a little too early to say if we will do really well. This is definitely a keepable hand. Whew. If I do say so myself. We will proceed to keep. And we will just go Black Lotus here. I'd like to go Mox Diamond. And let's discard... Oh, you know what? Should we? I think we should. Let's discard the Wasteland. And... I guess we can just do this now. Let's play the Workshop. Tap. And let's go. Let's just float colorless here. And let's just do blue. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Force of Will, sure. Well, let's just say I'm glad I didn't break the Black Lotus. Yeah, we have nothing to do here. We can't do much else. I'm not gonna put Jegantha in my hand. It's not worth it. But we went all out here, and I think it paid off. Okay, Wasteland is fine, because we do have an Underground Sea. And honestly, my Mutual's Workshop wasn't doing much for us anyway. Alright, we're just going to auto-yield to this. We're not going to pay. We're just going to yield to this too. And let's just cast the Mox Ruby. Play Underground Sea. And let's proceed to put Jegantha in our hand. So we have some plays to do next turn. Off to a pretty decent start. I mean, they've got 5 cards in hand. They've got nothing else to do. They wastelanded us, so they have no permanents. We have like 5 permanents. And yeah, no, I hope you all are doing great, having a good day wherever you are, day or night. It is 3 a.m. as of the time of uploading this video. We are doing a 3 a.m. vintage series. So the way this works is not every day, but like whenever I feel like it, 3 a.m. we'll upload a vintage video, some gameplay footage of me breaking down some vintage. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Honestly, if you ever play Magic the Gathering and you're interested in vintage, it's on MTGO Magic Online, and it is a lot of fun. These cards are relatively cheap compared to, like, obviously the real paper cards. Yeah, and I do apologize. Sometimes it's like the recording says copied to clipboard. I don't know why it says that, because I'm not copying anything. But anyway, we will just go ahead and let's just go ahead and play this Jegantha here. Yeah, let's do that, and then let's do this and this. And we can probably just... I think we'll play the Mishra's Workshop. I think it's fine. Mishra's Workshop is really good. It helps tap mana for the One Ring. And yeah, if you haven't noticed, if you've been watching my videos a couple months ago, I did have like a different setup where, things were a little bit different. So hopefully this version is okay for you. I think it will be, but it is something I want to make you aware of. I'm using a different setup than what I did before, like in September, October, so of 2025. Because you're probably watching this, if you're watching this in December 2025, I mean, you could be watching this in like, you could also be watching this in, I guess, like January 2026, maybe. I don't know when you're gonna watch this. But we got a pretty decent start here with the Psychic Frog. We're just going to cast this thing. Oh, actually, should we just attack? No, because if we attack, they're going to discard, and then... I mean, they could discard their entire hand, and would we be okay with that? I don't know. Let's just give it a shot. See if they'll block and discard their entire hand. I'm interested to see what they'll do. Okay, they're gonna just take it. Sure. I was curious what the options were, and they decided not to discard their entire hand, which is fine for me. We're just gonna allow them to do what they want with the Psychic Frog. Feeling pretty good about this game. Otherwise, what's going on in my life? Well, I've been developing the channel a little bit. I figured I'd invest a little bit of time and effort into the channel, and we did hit 8,400 subscribers as of the time of recording this. By the time you're watching this, hopefully it'll be even more than that, but we can never be too sure. These subscriber counts always fluctuate, as they say. And yeah, we're about to do some good here with the Psychic Frog. I was hoping to resolve that Time Twister. That would have been really sick, but our opponent couldn't allow that to happen. Just couldn't allow it. What can you do? I think next turn I'll probably, if I have enough mana, I'll untap the Mana Vault. I can't do that just yet, but it is a possibility, something that we could think about doing. It is something that we have to do on our upkeep, which means we do waste like 4 mana to do it. So I don't know how good that would be. They're probably thinking about wastelanding the workshop, which probably would be the right thing to do, considering I have Underground Sea already. So the colored mana is not an issue for me, because I have Mox Diamond. But yeah, let's see what they do here. I'm not going to pay... Alright, so we're going to take 1 life here. Let's just attack. With Jegantha, the good thing about that is that it's not susceptible to Fatal Push. But, Orcish Bowmasters, sure. I mean, they're going to take 5 here. Unless they want to break the bank with this Psychic Frog. Oh, I don't know. Do they really want to do that? They could double block here. I mean, I think they should double block. No, I'm just going to discard Workshop. And that means that I will survive. I will survive. Alright, so they're at 8. I think we're going to do okay here. I mean, they have 4 cards in hand, so they still have the advantage, I want to say, but we definitely pumped out a lot of stuff here. And we have a 5/5. They got a Katara? Okay. That's a little scary. Time Walk, okay. Well, I feel a lot less confident about this game now than I ever did, because Time Walk is really, really good. It is, in my opinion, one of the best cards in Magic for Limited. Probably, I'd say top 3 best cards in Limited. Maybe just number 1, honestly. Because in Limited, you cast it and you just win the game, right? Because Limited combat is a very big deal in Limited, even more so than in 1v1 like constructed formats. But that's neither here nor there. Let's see what they do here. They're gonna want to draw cards off of the Psychic Frog, I would imagine. And I don't know. I think we can probably outdo them with the Psychic Frog. Alternatively, we can give our Psychic Frog flying, which would be nice. Probably going to end up doing that anyway. But yeah, I mean, if we can somehow figure out a way to make this Psychic Frog big, I'm all for it. Alright, well, this is a good one. I'm going to give Psychic Frog flying. Let's discard, or let's exile lands. and hopefully we can do some good here. They're gonna probably block with Katara, I would imagine. Let's see what they end up doing here. I'd be interested to see. Fatal push, maybe? Bowmasters. Okay. Well, they can't block the Psychic Frog, which is nice. Because we have flying. So they're gonna target me. They're gonna grow the army. We're gonna get to cast the Scrawling Crawler, I think. We're gonna draw a card. They're gonna trigger the Bowmaster. Crucible. Now I regret. Now I regret it. Now I regret exiling my lands. That's why you don't exile your lands, because of the Crucible. Darn. But it's still fine. We can still pull this off, I think. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 1 life. We got Crucible. We might as well cast it, right? Got nothing better to do. And yeah, I think we just kind of lose here unless we find a way to block. We're going to have to block the Psychic Frog. Although they... Yeah, I think we lose here. So I'm just going to concede. Let's just go to the next game. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, I mean, they were going to give that thing flying, right? So we wouldn't be able to block it anyway. Alright, well, GG. Let's go to game 2 and see if there's anything we want to bring in against them. I mean, we could bring in Void Mirror. Probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Mindbreak Trap is an idea, but I think that Void Mirror is probably better. I'm going to bring in 4 of these. And maybe cut like 2 1 rings. I don't really want too many 1 rings. Maybe just cut 1 ring altogether. Wheel of Fortune's good. I think these are all good cards. I honestly, like, we can cut... Let's go down to... Well, I think 2 1 rings is fine. Maybe we cut a Lotus Petal and cut like a... I don't think we should cut Psychic Frog. I think that card is too good. But we can cut like... I don't know, Workshop? No, that doesn't make any sense. Let's just go down to 3 Void Mirrors. It should be fine. It should be fine if we do that. I just think that Void Mirror is like really good, and I also think 1 ring is not something that we should just cut entirely from this matchup, even though they have an Orcish Bowmasters. Like, the 1 ring can just steal games. Now, the one thing we could consider for this deck is probably we could consider like a Tinker, which honestly probably is something we should consider for the next league. The reason why I didn't include it here was because I was mainly focused on the Orcish Bowmasters synergy with like Scrolling Crawler and Wheels, but Time Vault... Oh, do I even play Time Vault? I might not. I might have forgotten to include that. By the time I wanted to check, we were already going to start the game. So anyway, let's just... I think I have it in the deck. I should. But anyway, yeah, this is a keep. It's not ideal because it is susceptible to, like, for example, it is susceptible to Force of Will, but I still think it's pretty decent. Yeah, let's go Wasteland and try to land a Void Mirror. It's going to get Force of Willed for sure. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, cool. I was not expecting that. Alright, let's see them play a non-basic. Alright, cool. I like that. They land a non-basic that we can then proceed to get rid of. Manifold key. Okay, sure. Let's go ahead and play some permanents. And we could theoretically play Tolarian Academy, which I'm not opposed to. The problem is they would go up to one card. No, let's just play Strip Mine. I don't really want to give them like a fresh set of hands just yet. I'd much rather wait and just wait a turn and see what they do. Because they're going to play a land, right? And then they're going to pass the turn. Okay, Wheel of Fortune's good. Let's go... Let's just play the Tolarian Academy and float some mana. Yeah, let's start floating mana. We'll pay for Time Twister. They can't force this. And we will just Time Walk here. Which is kind of nice. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, they concede. I think that was really good for us because, I mean, we had the Void Mirror and they couldn't counter anything. They couldn't play any Moxen. So Void Mirror ended up being MVP. I think we cut a One Ring for another Void Mirror. And I actually think we just cut the One Ring entirely. And just bring in the Lotus Petal. Because right now our plan is to wheel. And so I think that would be something that I'm interested in doing. I'm gonna pivot here and say One Ring still good, but in this matchup I'd rather have Void Mirror. Alright, so we get the Void Mirror, which is good. The question is whether or not they're gonna allow it to resolve. And my hunch is probably not. But we can only hope. I don't really like Black Lotus. We can go... I don't think I'm going to Time Walk just yet. What is this? Cast a non-creature spell. They lose 2. Wow. What is this? This is some new card stuff. New card tech. By the way, as of the recording of this video, Avatar just came out, so for all I know, this could be like a staple in the format, but by the time you watch this. But I have no idea, and it's too soon to say. We're going to just go Mana Crypt here, and lose a bunch of life here. Yeah, we're going to lose a bunch of life. I'm okay with that. Gotta make some sacrifices, right? And let's go Urza Saga. We will just yield here. And I think I'm gonna just Time Walk. But first, let's just let's do this. Let's Void Mirror and go down to 12. Mindbreak Trap, sure. Because we can still Time Walk. Go down to 12. Oof. This card is insane. What? Oh, they're going to force the will. Okay. Sure. Alright, I got nothing to do here. It's all you. Now, this thing says put it into the graveyard. So we're going to have to figure out a way. We can't cast the Mox Diamond. We're going to have to maneuver this. Pithing Needle. Oof. They're going to name what? Saga here? Probably name Saga, yeah. That's fine, because we can still grab, like, anything we want here, basically. We can grab whatever we want off of the Saga. And we're going to lose life to Crypt. I really don't like this. Alright, we got the scrolling crawler. I'm not loving this, but it's better than nothing. We're definitely going to block if we can. Are they interested in exchanging? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely yes. I will take that trade 10 times over. What? First strike? Oh, wow. I just lost the game. I just lost. Alright. Well, there's nothing we could do about that. Luris? Alright, sure. Alright, well, can't do anything about this. I mean, if I had taken the damage, I would be going down to 5, and then I would lose till Crypt and go down to 2, right? So, either way, it's a losing battle. But here, I think I'm gonna grab Soul Ring. I should have floated mana, but either way, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, I could get Black Lotus too, but honestly, I kind of want to just draw a card. Yeah, let's just try to draw a card here. Orcish Bowmasters. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's place Urborg and pass the turn. I think I'd rather have Urborg than a Mox Diamond, although I guess you could... Because, you know, we're just not gonna... If they play something scary, then... What is this, Time Twister? They probably have a Time Twister. There's no way this is a Time Twister, right? Oh, Luris, sure. I forgot that they had Luris. Black Lotus, okay. Now we're even. Even Steven. Alright, so we're gonna flash this in. Guess the question is... I guess we should probably try to... If we double block here... Yeah, let's double block. Forgot to hit first strike and then I lost my scrolling crawler. But like I said before, we were gonna go down to like we were gonna lose a lot of life. Wait, do we lose here? Oh yeah, I can't do combat tricks. I'm sorry, I can't do combat tricks. All right, well, nothing we could do here. Could we have won if we had? Yeah, I mean, it would have been tough, right? But we could have theoretically won if we had kept the scrolling crawler. I don't know, to be honest with you. No, we wouldn't have. We wouldn't have, because we would have lost to Crypt. We would have lost. We would have lost to Crypt. Yeah, it was too scary. All right, they're gonna double block here. I mean, we're gonna block here. They're gonna go up to 9. Okay, we can't cast any spells anymore. Spell? Demonic Tutor, okay. Do they have like a lightning bolt or something? Maybe a recall? Time Walk, yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, I think I would have lost that either way. I definitely made some misplays. Don't get me wrong. I made some misplays, right? But we definitely we made some misplays. We could have done better, but I don't think it would have changed the outcome. And that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. But that being said, I should still be a better player. I should still try to work on improving my game plan. And it's a new deck for me, for sure. And so just to keep in mind that, take this as a lesson. When you build a new deck, expect to make mistakes, but expect to get better. Try to get better each time you play your deck. So I hope you take that message to heart. I will see you all in the next video. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I make a lot of vintage content, and take it easy.